What's up, everybody? Ben Rasa here for Odd Chopper, bringing you more college basketball. We're getting to the Sweet 16. Teams are being knocked out. Cases are being made for Cinderellas and everything in between. And what we're going to do here is pick some more games for Sunday, March 19th. Now, I will say, I am filming this before the first batch of the second round is over, so I don't know what happens. I've been saying that all week. I didn't know that Purdue would lost to Fairleigh Dickinson when I filmed the video the other day. They did, in fact, lose. Outrageous. But regardless, that's what we're here to do. Hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. Let's dive into the plays. Now, first up, and the times have not been yet established, so don't take that. Not all these games are going to be at noon, but regardless, UConn minus 3.5 points against St. Mary's. I already had a bet that I dropped at Discord for UConn to make the Sweet 16, so clearly I think that they win the game. I think they can cover this number. St. Mary's is an impressive team. I really respected them. They handled VCU. Had to feel it out early in the game, but really just smart team, efficient on offense. They got guys all over the place, really, really make you defend. But this is pretty simple for me. UConn has personnel that no one can really deal with, or certainly St. Mary's can't deal with. We saw this against Iona. Iona played great. I really believe that they were winning at halftime, and they got destroyed in the second half. And a lot of it really wasn't their fault. Sonogo and Klingon, these guys, the bigs for UConn are so massive that it's a really difficult challenge for any of these teams to slow them down. And you pair that with guys on the outside and Hawkins and these three-point shooters. I'm not sure what St. Mary's is going to be able to do. Clearly, what their goal is going to be to play at their tempo. See a 129.5 point total. But I look at this game, VCU and UConn are worlds different. I think that UConn showed they're really a serious threat in this tournament. I thought Iona was a top-end mid-major, and I actually think that they played like it. The score didn't indicate it, though, because UConn just too much presence on the inside. If they shoot even a remotely good clip from three, I don't think St. Mary's can keep up here. So I'm going to put UConn on the board as the first leg of what's going to be a three-leg parlay here. Try to string them together. Now, before I get to the second leg, I've been saying it. And someone said this to me the other day. I said, I wish I lived in New Jersey. And they said, no, not many people have said that. But it is true. Bet365 is in New Jersey. They're in Virginia. They're in Ohio. They're in Colorado. And they're offering $1. Put in 10, bet 1, get 365 in bonus bets. The link is below. Can't say it any simpler than that. If you're in those 4 states, deposit 10, bet 1, get $365 just for doing that. A couple minutes of your time. Got to be 21 plus. Play responsibly. If a gambling problem, call 1-800-GAMBLER. Got to find a second game. Tough game. This one could get me into trouble. Of the 3, I'll be honest, this is the one I feel least good about. Baylor, -1 against Creighton. These teams, to me, are carbon copies of each other. You got a 145.5 point total. Listen, it's not breaking news. Can Creighton win the game? They're -105 on the money line. I would think so. It's a true coin flip. And I know that Creighton has the personnel. And when Creighton plays their ceiling game, I think they're super dangerous to make a run in this tournament. But at the same time, I think they show flashes. What I think is play that I'm not sure they're going to be able to survive against Baylor. Baylor's a team. They've got a lot of talent. Let's start with Creighton, though. They got past NC State. You've got Kalkbrenner on the inside. You've got Nemhart. Got Kaluma. You've got a lot of weapons that can stretch teams, put pressure on them. Got us outscore teams. I'm not super impressed with their defense at times, but they do have, like I said, a great big and shooters around them, and they get up and down and they can score. Baylor, though. Baylor's got a lot of things that cause problems, too. They messed around with UCSB for a little while, and then it was just too much. And, you've got a superstar freshman in George. You've got experience with Flagler, and you've got Cryer, and now you're starting to get these bigs back. Flo Thamba, Chachua. There's a lot of I'm not going to say it's a ton of depth, but it's more depth than they had in that front court in some time. They're getting a little healthier. I think that Baylor is a super dangerous team, a guard dominant team at times. I'm not in love with Scott Drew, but listen, he's he's got a ring and I certainly don't. So he knows what he's doing. I give him credit for that. A 1-point favorite here. They are the 3 seed. It's a toss up type of game, but I just look at Baylor and they've had some disappointing losses during the year, but it was more stylistically, obviously. They lost to Iowa State 3 times, and Iowa State is garbage. Not a fan of that team whatsoever, but Baylor also showed week in and week out in the Big 12, they can handle a lot of teams. I'm not sure how good the Big East is overall. I did just sing UConn's praises. But at the same time, I think that Baylor and Creighton, with the styles that they play, they mesh really well. But Baylor is the team more comfortable with this. I think they'll make more shots. I think they've got more resources on the inside. Obviously, a close competitive game. I'm going to put Baylor in there for the second leg of the parlay. Again, a tough game. I'd be lying if I said it was my favorite of the three, but I still think Baylor belongs on the card as a 1-point favorite. I think they get the job done here. We got to find one more to complete this because right now we're at plus 264. Not a bad payout if you want to go for the 2-leg parlay. No doubt about it, but we got to find one more. Also, if you're building parlays, if you're doing some things, if you're looking for more bets, we got a parlay builder right on OddsShopper. Again, it's one of the many tools there. All the sports are in. MMA is now involved. You can go in, you see the values. You don't like a player, you press remove. You add a new guy in, no problem. Same thing, updates in real time. Just fantastic. It feeds right into our market-based approach. There's so much to offer here at OddsShopper. If you want to check this stuff out and test it out, do all that, just click the link in the description and you're in for a week for free. No questions asked, 100% free. So at the very least, like I said, with all the great sports going on, come in for the week and test it out. If it's not for you, it's not for you. But we really think you'll enjoy it. And I think you can use it certainly to get some value out there now. Let's get some value with this last team. Look at this, 13 points. Famous last words with me, Gonzaga. Take it to 595. It's the Zags, man. I'm going to ride them till the wheels fall off, and they could fall off at any time. Not going to dispute that. I think they're better than everyone else, and when you have that type of differentiation in the market, you want to kind of put your money on it. I certainly want to. I don't think TCU was that good. I thought Arizona State could have and should have beat them. They did get by. They're just not the same team, though. There's a lot going on. Miles was hurt throughout the year. Of course, he's back and whatnot. Ba's taken over in terms of the usage for this team, but at times I think they have really no identity. And if they try to get up and down with Gonzaga, I'm not sure that's going to work. A 157.5 point total to me is a super positive, indicator for the Zags who want to do that. We know what Gonzaga is about. They've got one of, if not the best offense in the country, and they are not up to par defensively with the elite teams. They played Grand Canyon early. It was close. Gonzaga obviously pulls away. I don't think that's a great indication of much, to be honest. It's Grand Canyon. No disrespect to the Antelopes. Timmy on the inside, incredible offense, lack of defense. They got to find shooting from Malachi Smith, from Hickman. Watson has been a positive on the inside. Gonzaga needs more secondary scorers if they want to make a deep run here. But playing TCU, I'm just not sure TCU is that good, to be honest. I really think that going in here, Gonzaga's played all the top teams. They're coming in with a lot of momentum. They destroyed St. Mary's. No problem with Grand Canyon. I'm going to say Gonzaga wins this pretty comfortably. I think of the three, this is my favorite of the bunch. Another team that I backed, again, I was laying a bunch of juice, but I have them to make the Sweet 16, so I am stealing some value there. They're better than minus 195 to do that with those tickets. So I will call for the Zags to get it done, and I will lay the 4.5 points to complete this parlay. There you have it, friends. We've got UConn, we've got Baylor, and we've got Gonzaga. You put them together, you get plus 595. I know these are hard to cash. We've been giving it a run, but we're looking for the full connection. We need to go 3 for 3 here, put some money on the table. If you have any questions before I bounce on that here, you can always follow me at JazzRazDFS. Always happy to respond, walk through some stuff, cheer you on if you hit one. Would love to see the screenshot so we can celebrate together. But on that note, I'm going to bounce on out of here. Good luck. Enjoy all the games. Plenty more to come even after the round once we get into the Sweet 16. I can't wait for it. But for me and everyone here at OddsShopper, have a great day, and we'll talk to you guys soon.